That's Gambit, originally released in 2018, and a common criticism was the lack of content. With this re-release, entitled That's Gambit Afterlife, that's not the case. It gives you more weapons and then some. Here, it plays much like a Metroidvania. Think of the aesthetics of Iga's Castlevania, but also incorporates its gameplay mechanics such as stamina, respawning enemies on save, and a hard but fair difficulty curve. This means it's also a Souls-like. This might be a turnoff for some, but it's worth it for me. Some items allow you to unlock once-locked doors and more precise combat compared to your typical Metroidvania. When you die, you don't have your max health or have your souls for upgrades, but health plumes that allow you to heal. If you feel like where you dropped is too far, you can, for a price, do that at a save station. The game will take around 20 hours to complete if you go through the mainline quests, with new mechanics unlocking every so often to keep things fresh. An issue with the game is the random weapon drops, which don't correspond to the class you've chosen at the start. This is a common issue with any game with a loot system, but can be alleviated by turning them back into souls, which in turn can unlock various abilities. Another issue is the game's lack of explanation of abilities or systems. A short demo of the moves to be unlocked would kind of help gauge the usefulness of these items. The graphics are beautiful and less of the alien-inspired scenes of Metroid, but the horror-inspired fantasy that is the identity of the Castlevania series. They run at 60 FPS and didn't experience any slowdown. And load times are fine for a PS5 running in backwards compatibility. The boss enemies are large with beautiful sprite work. The voice acting for the NPCs and enemies are on point, but the strange thing is the main character, Soran, is voiceless. I think this was intentional to immerse the player, but to me, it's a bit distracting. That's Gambit Afterlife. It takes place in a dark fantasy world of Cyrodiil, where you play as a slain soldier, Soran, who is brought back from the dead by mysterious forces. Here they will figure out what happened to their mother and fight through the fallen kingdom. The story is well told through a mixture of cutscenes, in-game events, and flashbacks. It's an overall satisfying tale, and I won't spoil anything. Overall, That's Gambit Afterlife is the definitive version of That's Gambit, and it's worth getting in between the larger releases of this year and last year. You get in-depth gameplay systems, an intriguing story, and a great 2D presentation. What lacks is the explanation of those systems, and if you don't like Souls-likes, this will not change your mind. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and comment if you do.
People
See you
fear
later.
what they don't understand. And in death, you will learn.
We were deceived. Death can't protect us.
Imagine what you could do if you were free from
Will you continue to feed into this cycle of death?
You remember our